I think the problem with a lot of these movies, sans, even though I know Cap likes to say the word sans Shang-Chi and Eternals. I think the problem with uh, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Thor specifically is they're trying to put too much with not enough. Like you're doing too much with these movies and not giving us anything. Like you say you have a plan. I think your plan is to throw everything that people already seen in these movies. Like Doctor Strange, we get a what if Doctor Strange. Then we get the relationship with him and his ex girl. Then we got America, and then we got Wanda again. You gave us what if WandaVision, and then a new girl, where there was no growth in the new girl, and you kept talking about the shit we watched already in WandaVision with the Scarlet Witch, and then we get yeah, and except with Vision, and then we get a relationship with you and this girl again from Doctor Strange 1. It's like, yo, bro, I would have loved to see more fucking Han being the Sorcerer Supreme than you and your fucking girl. I honestly don't give a shit. Like, this is the relationship where I was saying you either go all in or you don't go all out. These motherfuckers didn't go in. They didn't do nothing, and they just expect us to care. I don't give a shit.
Them, you mean?
Yeah, with Christine. Yeah, I don't give a shit how he feels about Christine. That connection that you guys have, you never elaborated. That was worse than Thor and Jane. At least Thor and Jane, they shared looks. Doctor Strange literally felt like Doctor Strange was just a man, and Christine was around him because she liked him. Like, that was an abusive relationship in my eyes, and I'm not gonna support an abusive relationship. So I don't give a shit. And then I didn't need that. What I needed was some more fucking multiverse of madness. That's what I needed. Thor: Love and Thunder. You're putting in too much jokes, and you're putting in too much shit that's related to a comic and related to other movies that happened already. I don't need to see him fly in a broom because you asked him if he flies a hammer. You're obviously an idiot. We don't need to elaborate more on you being an idiot. Yeah, we don't need to elaborate you being more on an idiot. Okay, you gave Thor his original costume when he was a baby. That's not impressive. Like, if Loki would have did that shit in the second one, if he would have just changed the way he looked and gave him the original shit, okay, cool. I get it. That's dope. But I don't need that shit here. I need you to push the story. Like, we have a god killer, and we have gods. Explain the gods. Explain the Celestials. The Celestials were looking in.
Yes,
they were looking in at Zeus talking. Yeah. Who's now? Explain the hierarchy of that.
Are they just guarding that?
Yeah, like, are the Celestials the same as Zeus, or are they the ones that protecting this area because they have to protect the gods because the gods are protecting the intelligent life on the planet the same way that the Eternals are?
Yes.
Are the gods Eternals? Like, these are questions that I would have loved to at least be, brought up on.
Yes, Toe.
Stop making these movies as if the people that are going to watch it, this is the first time they're ever going to see these people. Fuck them. We have almost 20 years invested in the Marvel Universe.
Don't forget about us that have been here for the beginning. And let me tell you something. The new people that you're attracting are the ones giving you all the problems. The people that are upset that Jane has cancer because they didn't read the comics. You know what I'm saying? The people that are upset that they think you're minority casting or whatever with Kamala Khan because they don't understand that she is Pakistani in the comics. Fuck those people. Like, focus on us that will appreciate. Yo, Toe, wow. You nailed it. Now, one thing, not that I disagree with you, but because of the title of this movie, I was expecting exactly what I saw. It was Love and Thunder. I knew Jane was here. I didn't know about the daughter. I knew Thor was finding himself. I literally walked into this thinking it was going to be a rom-com. I spoke to someone about it. They were like, yeah, there's rom-com elements. This is more like a love drama story. So, like, I knew it. That's why I'm not as disappointed. I'm disappointed. And I think it's a little too cute. I'm going to have to explain that one day to people who don't get that. It's just a little too cute, but I totally expected this. And I knew there was going to be zaniness and wackiness. Maybe it went too long, but because of the title of this movie is why I'm not disappointed. And I got exactly what I thought I was going to get, which is my problem with Multiverse of Madness. Ain't that much madness. It was just a lot of math.
Yeah.
And look, this might sound really messed up. Guardians 1 was top tier, one of the best in the MCU.
Almost a perfect movie.
Almost a perfect movie. I would say closest to perfect next to Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And both of those came out in the same year. Wow. But a lot of the spacey stuff ain't really hitting for me. And that's my bias, that I like the ground level stuff. I've said that time and time again here. But man, some of this spacey stuff is not working. So now I'm starting to think, okay, Secret Invasion, not Secret Wars, Secret Invasion, what has been confirmed. Is that just going to be more spacey stuff? You know, Captain Marvel 2, I'm more excited now because of Kamala, but are we going to do some more spacey stuff? Like Infinity War and Endgame are just that, Infinity War and Endgame. And while they did zap around different places, the emphasis wasn't all that spacey stuff. There was still a lot of ground level stuff going there. I don't need the big bangs. We don't need to connect everything, but just give me people hanging out, building the world better. That's what Marvel had been doing great from Iron Man and Captain and even Thor. As bad as those movies were, we kind of got the world where Thor is in and from. And then we all put it together in Avengers and it works.
Yep.
Just give me the more ground level stuff. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I don't want no spacey shit. I'm just saying it's the shit that hits the least for me.
Yeah. And real quick before Cap goes, it makes sense because even in Thor 1, the 5-minute explanation of Thor going in your planet, you call it science. It's us, it's magic.
Top tier line right there. Wow. Top
That's
tier
all we
line.
needed.
And then we have, and then one of the other greatest lines of all time, Vision to Wanda. You know, what is grief if not love persevering? You don't get that in a sky battle.
No.
You get that sitting down.
Yeah.
You get that talking, world building. You just told us everything that Wanda has been going through in one line. You summed up that entire show in one damn line. Give me more of that. Give me 15 minutes of people just kicking it.
Yeah.
I'm biased. I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Hey. Yeah, Cap.
What was the question again?
We're summarizing.
We're just summarizing your current views of the MCUs with the last few movies you've seen.
Yeah.
So to summarize this new phase versus the Infinity Saga.
Correct.
The Infinity Saga had deeper writing and shit where you're like, all right, Civil War. I've read the comics. I know what Civil War is. But then when you see the movie presentation of it, and it goes deep to where, damn, Cap lied to Tony. Winter Soldier killed his mom. What would you do if you were Tony? What would you do if you were Cap? Which side are you really on?
They made a whole thing about it. Team Cap, Team Iron Man. They made a whole thing.
Yeah. We know, like, they told an interesting story.
T'Challa.
Ant-Man. Black Panther. They told an interesting story. Why are you guys hiding behind here where the rest of the world of us is suffering? Like, they did shit that was interesting, and they did shit that went further than surface level writing of a movie. So with this phase, because even Shang-Chi, as much as I love that movie, it wasn't any deeper than the surface level writing. They didn't do anything unique in the writing of the movie. They just had, finally, we had actual martial arts and a representation of a different culture we haven't seen before. My experience now is I either have to, no, I don't have to walk away from it. I just have to not expect anything.
Yeah.
Because like Cabbz said, you saw Love and Thunder and thought this and got what you thought. I saw Love and Thunder, said, I don't give a shit, it's just a title. Gore the God Butcher, Jane is Thor. I know what those mean. Nobody gave a shit what that mean. They didn't care what that meant. They just made a movie. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I know what those words mean. They didn't care about that. Eternals. We have the Celestials. We have the Eternals. I know what those mean. They didn't really do anything with that. So from here on out, my experience and my expectation is I just have to go watch a movie. I have to treat this like Fast and the Furious. I can't go in and expect a deeper level of movie, a deeper level of writing, something that's going to get me, that's going to open up the conversation within myself as to which side of the, do I agree with the villain? Do I agree with the hero? Do I agree with the situation? I just have to go and watch pictures on the screen, flash and move.
I hear that.
Because if I keep going in with the expectation that, so what Secret Wars is what we're saying, like the next big thing, right? That we're all hoping that this is all going to. If I walk in with the expectations that we're getting Secret Wars where Dr. Doom is in charge of Battle World and he becomes a god and he has all this shit, but we wind up getting Secret Wars, the original run that Cabbz keeps talking about, I'm going to be fucking pissed regardless of how good that movie is.
I hear you.
Because I know how fucking deep the story goes. And you're never going to reach me when you tell me, hey, this is the storyline we're going to base this movie off of. And I go, I know everything about that. You're never going to reach me when you go, we're basing it off of this, like we're basing a true story. Every movie is based off a true story, where it's nothing close to that. So my experience with Marvel films now is I just have to show up, sit in a seat, watch pictures on the screen, and then come out and like, did the pictures on the screen add up to something cool? And I got to stop worrying about storytelling because it doesn't look, until I'm proven wrong, it doesn't look like the storytelling is going to go as deep as I would like it to go.
Yeah.
And
I'm completely, I hear your point 1,000,000%. I will tell you this though. And again, it's not that I wasn't hyped for Love and Thunder, but I at no point saw this as some kind of needle mover. I really thought this was just kind of wrapping up Thor. I honestly thought we were going to get a lot of setup into Guardians 3 with this shit. I honestly, like the way everything has been set up, I really thought this was going to be Thor's last hurrah. That's what I got.
Am I bugging, or was there As Guardians of the Galaxy movie that's supposed to come out?
I thought this was it.
Okay.
I thought we were supposed to see the As Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's what I thought.
Instead, we saw
Love and Thunder
and the Guardians.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I really thought, and again, we spoke about, like, it's funny, we do a lot of like lead up shit to movies coming out and excitement. I don't think we've done that much for Thor. I think collectively we were all not that really excited. We did fan theories for Spider-Man. Yeah. We did theories for Multiverse of Madness. What can we expect?
Yeah.
I think we even did some shit like that for Eternals. And there was no, like, to me, that's why I'm not as disappointed with this one. I think I'm more disappointed with Multiverse of Madness because I saw the potential there a lot more than this. I honestly thought this was going to be a send-off to Thor, but it's not. It kind of continued his own thing.
Yeah.
And then funny, damn, we're going over, but sorry. Speaking of not progressing the story, usually we get 2 post-credit scenes. The mid-credit scene builds up the MCU. The last scene builds up that particular movie. I guess in a way you can say that Hercules is gonna build up it's building up MCU, but it's like not really. That is very Thor contained.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see where it goes, but like
he doesn't need to go anywhere else.
Exactly.
Is Hercules gonna be Loki from the Avengers 1?
That's what I'm saying. Where like this is both of these post-credit scenes were Thor as fuck. Let's look at Shang-Chi, where you have one that is talking about the band. You see Carol, you see Bruce Banner. That leads up shit to the MCU, and we will see more of that shit soon. Then you have the end that bigs up the little sister taking over.
See, this is the problem I was talking about, where it's like Shang-Chi, that extra credit scene showed something, right? I was waiting for Multiverse of Madness to start explaining things. Because what better way to explain what's happening in the next phase than a movie that is literally going to introduce us to multiverses?
And they did do that, but they did it with a character that nobody knows. It was quick. It was not subtle at all.
The thing is, like, Han never mentioned the rings, but he never mentioned the beacon either. Like, they never mentioned anything of any other movie. Like, Thor, I get it. He's off Earth. He's not going to be related to Han, Doctor Strange, and he's doing his own thing. That's why this movie, when he did his own thing, no problem. But the minute you showed me a Celestial... Now, hold on, wait.
I need to see more. Give me something.
Explain something.
Why are there just two Eternals playing bodyguards to Omnipotent City?
Yeah, like explain something.
Why?
Me. Yeah, like the sword. Explain that that's the sword that killed Nowhere. You know, explain something to me. Especially, this is supposed to be a movie that leads into other movies. If it's a one-off, hey, I get it. Yo, you showed the Celestials. Awesome. Nice.
But what I thought.
There's more movies.
That's what I thought.
What the fuck happened?
I really thought, like, the whole time I was like, watching the movie the whole time, I was like, yeah, this seems appropriate for, like, a last movie. They're just being goofy, having a dumb time. Hey, guys, this has been great. Chris Hemsworth, you've been an incredible Thor. We will love your service forever. Let's wrap this shit up and just piss everywhere. Let's just have a blowout party and destroy the whole fucking house. But it's like, no, the shit ends up setting up more shit.
Unless Thor will return means Jane as Thor is coming back.
That's what I'm thinking.
But then again...
Or maybe the little one. But that, again, just brings up way more goofy questions.